UrbanGrindTV.
The mother on the bus. Anybody ever rode a bus in Chicago?
Yeah.
The mother on the bus. She's tongue lashing her youth. She's tongue lashing her youth. And every bastard she calls them is black and them blue. Bashing him in the back of his mind, and he's barely past 2. So by the time he's 9, he thinks his name is Bastard. And those seeds she plants with her seeds, they plant seeds and they grow. And now he's 17 years old, no one knows why he's so cold, why he be so emo, highly sensitive without a sense to give. Disappointed, so pistols pointed. Open fire because he got roasted. Nowadays, playing the dozens will leave half a dozen lying in the dust when already heavy hearts get scarred, and in the hood, everybody's hard. And bruised egos don't fly in the shy like bruised egos don't fly in the shy. So after insults are shot, the end result, people die. Like hair hues. Don't dare, dude. He saw blasted right in his face, and now he's a basket case and all. Counselors don't come to our cribs. Shrinks are for crazy kids anyway. I'm talking turn up, like the green. He wanna blow dro and poke holes, pop holes, and JoJo or Joe Blow. You can see the cycle on his face, calling the cycle of his race, and how you know things are bad is when your mama's lap ain't even safe. Y'all must ain't hear about that poor 7-year-old that had her soul stole off a porch in Inglewood. In the hood, minimal help is issued to mental health issues. Minimal help is issued to mental health issues. We got undiagnosed patients, pacing the blocks with loaded Glocks, schizo, off the ishso, bad combination, bipolar street soldiers get a hold of guns, and how my son's supposed to shine when they sickness is shunned. How my daughter's supposed to be water when her well don't run properly. She's damaged property. Mama's boyfriend let a snake slither through her river first. Mama's boyfriend let a snake slither through her river first. Perverted in his thirst. Told her mother, begged he be arrested, but her mother gave her no Thanksgiving. Only blamed it on her daughter's dressing. So now she questions her self-worth. She's depressed, keeps some X in her purse. No faith in God, the deacon after in church. Hand up a skirt, nails still filled with dirt, and what's worse than damaged merch in a closed box. You know how them birds flock. Tainted and touched. So now her clique and her clit both be dangerous. Both gang, bang, and bust. Shots that can be lethal, leave you leaking with self-hate. She's sick, trying to self-medicate. Her and her girls taking swishing and liquor to the face as they congregate. But the congregation can't save you. When the block is the hospice, it's the next stop before death without a leg to stand on like an ostrich. And I wonder why my babies don't get no sympathy or no symphony for their current state. Why white kids go to counseling when their parents separate, but my babies can see a drive-by on their way to school and still get marked tardy for being late. I guess there's no empathy for the empty, no respect for the neglected, since trauma is so normal, and they wonder why these shorties' shoulders be chilly like Hormel. It's hard to be pleasant and sweet. It's hard to be pleasant and sweet when there's no food to eat. And as a young black male in Chicago, you feel like you food on these streets. And the only time you feel warmth is when you holding that heat, while you covered in your grief, and Chief Keef is on repeat. Bang, bang. And there's no one to talk to. There's no one to talk talk through. And the ones that you ought to, they put you off too. They call you crazy. Quit being dramatic. Suck it up, says the mother that was molested to her daughter now being touched. True story. I guess things happen. And we all heard it. What happens in this house, better stay in this house or get punched in your mouth for telling family business when you're out. Terrible traditions we keep passing down like family dishes. We were taught to cover our hurt in true religion with true religion. We were taught to wash away our sins in Jordan rivers. She'll forget about all her abortions as long as you got some Jordans to give her. But some sores can't be covered by the things you buy in stores. Some sores can't be covered by the things you buy in stores, and just because it's being ignored doesn't mean it's being cured. And I'm not trying to start a revolution. For real. I'm simply trying to start a discussion. How can we ever talk about the rebuilding of our buildings if we never acknowledge the true destruction of our structure? So let this poem be the wrecking ball. Time to get naked, y'all. Stop fronting. I can see the hurt in your eyes. I know them skeletons in y'all closet are starting to get claustrophobic. The guilt from your past coming back trying to punk you on some more ish. But the baggage that you're carrying can only embarrass you if you don't expose it first. But the baggage that you're carrying can only embarrass you if you don't expose it first. Cause we love to scream out whether loud, but we won't scream out loud about what hurts us. Yeah. We love to walk around saying we keep it 100, but we really keep it surface. We don't want it to surface. We do us all a disservice when we do. What if I told you someone else was awaiting their healing through the revealing of you? What if I told you someone else was awaiting their healing through the revealing of you? Y'all ever notice how when you get real enough to say what happened to you, hands start going up all around you? Yes. But if you are never a person that can get brave enough to be like, I'm finna tell, I'm finna let y'all know what it really is. I'm not finna pretend for y'all, no matter what y'all think I look like. I had a bad day today. Then the hands start going up.
Hi, I'm Autumn G, and I'm here with one of the spoken word artists that performed today for the We Live Holy Unleashing the Truth event. Here's K-Love. K-Love, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, my name is K-Love. I'm a national poet, something greater than a poet. I'm a mentor. One of the founders of a mentoring organization, ran out of pocket, called Lyric, Let Your Rhymes Inspire Creativity, where we use hip-hop and poetry to teach character development and community activism.
And where does this program take place?
Well, the program actually takes place wherever we are. Like I said, it is out of pocket. It's been going for the last 5 years. But one of the biggest movements that we do is a Teen and Up open mic that happens every Tuesday on 55th in Michigan at a place called the Clio Center. Every Tuesday, 7 p.m., we feed the youth. We get about 150 youth, and out of 500 or so sessions, we've never had an incident of violence. We've never had to have security posted up. The teens come in peace. The elders come. The babies come. It's just a good experience every Tuesday.
Okay, so you just got done blessing the stage with your spoken word. Like, where does your inspiration come from? I know you said some of it from you, but other than that, like, where do you find your inspiration? Like, yeah, just tell us a little bit about that.
You know, really just the life that I live and the things that I experience. I'm one of those artists that I can't write about things that I actually don't feel, so I have to connect with it. And, you know, that's pretty easy for me just because I'm an Aquarius and we tend to be pretty emotional people. So I tend to embody other people's emotions a lot anyway. So I'm always writing about self-reflection and different things that affect the human experience, just trying to live. So my poetry definitely stays centered around self-help and building self and the community as a whole. So everything that I see inspires me, especially Chicago.
Alrighty, and I'm sure you have tons of spoken word pieces that you've written. Can you tell us a little bit about one of your favorites?
My favorite right now is the mental health illness. Just recently, myself, plus all of my students from the mentoring organization, actually got an opportunity to perform for the National Black Psychologists Convention in New Orleans. We were there for a week, and we performed a piece on mental health illness, which starred the piece that I did. And it just speaks about how the violence that's happening in Chicago is deeper than a lot of people want to acknowledge. A lot of the youth are very violent, not just because, you know, just for no reason. It really has something to do with things that have happened in their childhood that they haven't had an opportunity to be decompressed from. And so they're expressing that anger with their actions. And so my organization lives to give them another outlet to express themselves in a more positive way.
Okay, so if anybody wants to get in contact with you or book you or just want to talk to you, where can we find you?
You can find me you can subscribe to me on Facebook. They won't let me add any more people, but on Facebook it's K Love Harris. That's K apostrophe Love Harris, Harris. You can find me on YouTube. A lot of my poetry is on YouTube. If you type in K Love the Poet, that's K-Love THEPOET. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at K Love the Poet, KLOVE THEPOET. and my website, klovethepoet.com.
Alrighty, thank you, K-Love, and I am Autumn G of Urban Grind TV. You can catch me on Twitter and Instagram at The Real Autumn G. Thank you, guys.